Hi, and thanks for joining us for another episode of our PMFRC Fireside Chat. We hope everyone's having a wonderful summer. We have been a little quiet for the last little while, but as people move into summer vacation, we are really respecting the fact that folks have a lot on their plate. But we are back with another edition of the PMFRC Fireside Chat. And today we're talking about the PMFRC Board of Directors. Our annual general meeting happens in September, and this is the time of year when we start looking at the Board of Directors and recruiting new members. It's really important to us that we have a good representation of folks from the community. You may have been involved in a PMFRC Board of Directors in another community, or be moving to Petawawa and have really good ideas of how you would like to impact our community. And this is a great opportunity to do that. I have a couple of people with me today. As always, Derek DeRuiter is here joining us. He is the Executive Director of the PMFRC. And our special guest is Jana Hodson. She is the PMFRC Board Chair. And the person who knows all about the ins and outs of being on the PMFRC board. She has been with us for many years. And we thought if we wanted to talk about board recruiting, what better way than to talk to somebody who is a board member, who has that understanding of what's involved and who we are looking for. Before we start, Derek, I'm always going to pass that first word on to you. Tell us what's new at the PMFRC.
Perfect. Thanks, Julie. And thanks for setting this one up today. I think it's really important that we get out there and try to recruit new members. We're always looking and always excited to have new people on our board. So as always, I'll highlight a few of our programs that are upcoming and stuff like that for anybody who's interested. I know for sure right now we have a lot of play troop and early on summer programs going on, running things like Stepping Stones to School Readiness. I know that one's coming up in July, the end of July 28th, I believe. We do our park days on Fridays from 9 to 11:30. We also have Home Fires Park Days up on the north side on Tuesdays. And Julie will put the links, but you can find those on our socials and on our website to find out where to register or where to go for those. I'll highlight our family and deployment activity box this month. I believe we're focused on summer togetherness. So if you're interested in that, make sure you register or sign up for that to get your box. We offer a highlight our navigators. So we do our extended hours. I think a lot of people are aware of those, starting to use those. I just want to touch on and make sure that you're aware they are appointment only. So if you are interested in reaching out to our navigators, they're doing extended hours on Tuesdays, 4 to 8 p.m. But please register for that appointment so you can make sure they get to see you on those days. And then the last thing I'll do is we have a new program coming up. It's called Seeds of Change. So this one's for medically releasing CAF members and medically released veterans and their families. It's coming up on July 24th. So if you're interested, please reach out to our VFP coordinator, Louise, and she can help you out with more information. Thanks, Julie.
For the family navigators, even if you want to talk to somebody during the day, you don't have to wait till those extended hours. There's someone here 8 to 4, Monday to Friday. If you are coming to drop off a morale mail package or to wrap something up at the Southside Community Center, and you want to speak to somebody, you don't need an appointment, just ask the desk and someone would be more than happy to come and chat with you and answer any of your deployment related questions. Jana, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you taking some time to come and chat with us. You have been on the board, I believe, for coming on 8 years. Can you talk to us a little bit about what is the role of the board of directors? The PMFRC is a not-for-profit. The board plays a very unique role in that. Can you talk a little bit what is a board and what is the role that you play in the PMFRC?
I'd be happy to, Julie. I've been around the PMFRC for a while on the board, and it's been an amazing experience. And still is today. The role of the board at the PMFRC is really to help set the stage and the direction for the organization. We work in the background to help Derek and Julie and the whole team make sure they have what they need to do the amazing work that the PMFRC does every day across all of its operation. We look at risk management, making sure that we are doing what we need to for our funders. We look at really setting the direction for the organization. The board itself represents the community that we serve. We are 51% or more military family members and really look at what the military community in Petawawa and our surrounding area needs. And it's really impactful work to be able to look ahead and make sure that the services are there to meet what the community needs, both in the short and the long term.
I think a lot of people, when you hear about a board of directors, it seems like a very big job. If someone has never been on a board before, they may be maybe a little bit reluctant about not having the experience or the background to take on a role like that. Can you talk to us a little bit about what it is that we're looking for someone joining the board, and also for someone who may not have the experience? Is there training available to get you up to speed so you can participate fully?
Absolutely. We have a lot of support for individuals who want to be part of the board, but may not necessarily have had that experience before. You don't need to have been on a board before to join the board today. Everyone is a first-time board member sometime, and we are a very supportive group with a lot of resources that can help new members really jump into the role. What we really need is people with lived experience, meaning military family members, people who live in the community and understand what an amazing place Petawawa is, and really can bring that understanding to the board of directors. The more diverse people we have, the more diverse experience with different roles, the better decisions we make as a board. So really, we just need people with experience and a desire to come together and help lead the organization in a way that meets what the community needs. And as for professional development, this is a great opportunity to gain that experience in a really supportive way. You don't need to have done it before to jump in and learn. We do a lot of professional development to help understand what the role of a director is, how we build decision making, and how we really look at the organization as a whole. So it's a great opportunity.
Background and the wide range of people that you meet. Being married to a CAF member doesn't necessarily put you in a certain group. There's all sorts of folks out there. Even if you've never been on the board before, think about what you've done in your past life, in your career, in other opportunities, be it on a parent board, something else. You have the experience there, and this is your opportunity to use it in a different way and maybe get out and meet some folks. Can you talk about what's involved in being in the board? We're also busy nowadays, and I think some people might be afraid to make a commitment because it seems like a big role. Is it going to take a lot of their time? What are the kinds of things that they would be expected to do as a board member?
Absolutely. And this is a volunteer board of directors. We do it of our own free will without compensation. So need to discuss that, but we do it because we make a huge impact in the community and because it is really an opportunity to serve the community in a way that makes a meaningful impact. What's involved is usually attending meetings. So we meet as a board from September to June once a month in the evening. And then we also have some committee meetings as well. So it's an opportunity to discuss things that potentially might be interested in, like board development, professional development, finance. There's an opportunity to really specialize too, to sit on a committee to learn even more. But our board meetings happen once a month. That is the basic commitment from a board member to come and join us and come together as a team on a monthly basis. And to really just be involved and take those opportunities. So it's a lot of coming together and sitting in meetings, but it is a fun environment to be able to learn.
So what's the next steps? If someone's interested, if they have a question, or if they want to apply to be on the board, maybe they're coming to the community, they've done this before, and this is sounds like a perfect opportunity for them to make an impact and leave their mark on the Petawawa and the PMFRC. How does somebody apply to be on our board?
Absolutely. We've made it as easy as I possibly hope we can for anyone to either ask questions or to apply to be on the board of directors. So there's an application package that gives us some background information on who you are, why you want to join the board, what skills and experience you would bring to the board of directors. Again, we're trying to have people with a wide range of lived experience and professional backgrounds and just experiences. So it's filling out those application forms, send us a resume, and then what we will do is our board development committee will look at those and we'll have an opportunity to have an interview. So, and that's an opportunity for you to ask questions as well if you're interested in what the board would be like, and to meet some board members as well before you have to commit to anything. So it's definitely a two-way street that you get to meet us as well as we get to meet you. Before our annual meeting in September. That's when we will appoint new directors. So we're really looking over the next couple of months to have conversations with people who would be interested in having a role on the board. And if anyone has questions, they can definitely send an email and we can link up so that you can have a one-on-one conversation before you apply as well. But I would encourage anyone who wants to have that experience. It really is an impactful experience and a great opportunity to integrate into the community. You don't have to live here yet if you're just getting posted in. It's a great opportunity to plan for September as well, and a great chance to meet people in a new community. So feel free to send us an email, send in your application, and that starts the conversation.
That's an excellent point, Jenna. If you are being posted to Petawawa and you are worried because you're not going to be here until August and it's, I'm not going to have time, it's going to be too late. If you're interested in joining the board and you are going to be here in the coming year, we can work with you to sort of make that happen from an interview perspective. Please don't let that be the reason that you don't connect with us and don't join. I'm going to put all that information in the comments below so you can find it after we're done the recording. The email address that you can ask questions to, the link to our board of directors page. So you can take a look at, some of the things that we've done in the past, minutes from previous meetings, see who's on our board, as well as that application process. The application guide is great. It's got a lot of background information, letting you know about being on the board. So I would encourage you to take a look at that. Some great information there. Thank you for joining us, Jana. Derek, is there anything that I'm missing that anybody wants to chat about before we sign off?
I don't think so. Nothing off the top of my head, right? This is always a good time to get out there and meet. Like, with the summer, we're coming up to the AGM in September, so there's always a lot to learn about the PMFRC. And like Jana said, if you need any information or you have any questions, you can reach out to any of us, even to any of our centers. We're all happy to help give any information you're looking at, or chat, or discuss what we do. So.
There's a lot going on for families in the area, particularly with deployment. Just a reminder that if you do have questions, if you are looking for support, even if you're not sure if the PMFRC is the right place to start with us anyway. We are more than happy to put you in touch with the correct people. Please don't, sit there and struggle and think because you're not sure if support's available. We will be more than happy to chat with you and see what we can do to support you through deployments or through locations or really anything you might be dealing with. Thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the lovely weather. Enjoy your summer. And we look forward to meeting you at the PMFRC and hearing more from those folks who may want to join our board. Have a great summer.